Hey everybody, this is Travis with StrikeLines. I want to give you a detailed review of our new 3D Northern Gulf fishing chart. This is updated in September 2024. Brand new update, lots of new coverage, much better resolution. And I want to kind of give you a rundown of some of the key areas here. So first off, I want to show you the extra coverage. This is the updated chart here. The old chart was this. So you can see we've got tons new coverage in the Florida Big Bend. We have new coverage out here in the Florida Middle Grounds. Lots of inshore coverage all the way across the coast, and an additional coverage down here south of Mobile, Alabama. Let me kind of pop this back and forth for a second for you. So there's the old one. Here's the new one. The old one. There's the new one. I actually kind of outlined these red areas where all the new coverage is. So I'm going to run through here briefly and show you some of the big improvements that we've made. First off, I'm going to zoom in on an area south of Mobile to show you some of the major resolution improvements we've had, as well as a base map overhaul that we've done. This is the old version of this map that came out about 5 years ago. And I want to load up the new one now on top of it. This is the new one. So you can see greatly improved resolution. Hard bottom stands out a lot better. We've redone the way that our base map renders underneath our 3D data. We believe that this new method of doing it is much cleaner than before. We're really excited about this. Even in areas where the resolution before was still pretty good, we think that the base map improvements make this a much easier to view, easier to interpret, more fun to use chart. So I'm going to run through a few of the main things that stood out to me about this map, stuff I want to show off. I'm going to start over in Alabama, and I'm going to move to the east over the Florida Big Bend. Right off the bat, here we go. We've got lots of new coverage down here. This is about 50 miles south of Dolphin Island. There's some really cool stuff out here I wanted to point out to you. If you take a look at this, really nice hard bottom area right here, really high resolution. If you look closer, we've got these little pock marks everywhere. They're rocks or some type of structure down there, and they go on for miles. There's thousands of them. I do not know what these are, and I'm really interested to go out there and drop a line on them. Yeah, it's kind of a long run for us in Pensacola, but if anybody knows what these are, fishes them, drop us a line, because I bet you these might be covered up with fish. Some more hard bottom, probably about 30 miles south of Mobile. Really nice ledges. It stands out really well in this data. More of those pock marks I was talking about. As we continue up to the north, I'd like to show you, we really focused on improved inshore coverage on this chart. So take a look at this area right here. I'll compare it to the old one. Here is the old version of the chart loading up now. And here's the new one. A ton more coverage out here in this area. Again, there's the old one. And then here's the new one. Big time more coverage. And this is really high resolution stuff. This was done from airplanes with lasers, and highly detailed, 1 meter resolution all along inshore and the beach. We're really excited about that. It's going to make this chart much more usable, much more useful to guys that like to fish inshore as well as offshore. We've also got some extra coverage down here in this area, about 25, 30 miles south of Mobile. I saw one thing here I wanted to show you. If you zoom in on this 3D data close enough, you can kind of see some secret stuff here. This right here, that's a chicken coop. Up here, that's probably another chicken coop. Those things are all through this data. If you look for it, you can find them everywhere. Just a little insider tip. Okay, moving up towards Pensacola. This coverage through here is the same as our old chart. We have improved resolution in some areas, but the biggest change has been to the inshore areas. So if you take a look at Pensacola Pass, here is the old chart coming up. That's the old one. This is the new one. Major update, much higher resolution, much more coverage. Actually, this right here is the Massachusetts. You can zoom in and see it out there. Also inshore, Santa Rosa Sound. This used to be a separate chart, but now we've combined it with our Northern Gulf hard bottom chart. I'll show you, here's the old one. Nothing there. New one. Lots of coverage. Even in shallow areas of the bay. Cool stuff. To give you some idea of the ranges here, we've also added deep water coverage to this one. From Mobile Bay, the farthest south reach is about 130 miles offshore. The shelf edge data that we have is about 70 miles out of Dauphin Island, 30 miles out from Pensacola, 50 miles out from Panama City Beach. This is old news, or it's been on our previous charts. Just to show you something though, this little strip right here, 5 to 7 miles offshore, is in the safety fairway, but I always like to show off these areas down here. This stuff right here, this is hard bottom. This is rocky areas. The smooth is sand. These rugged areas are hard bottom. This is a great place when you're coming out of Destin to go catch some bait, catch some small fish grunts. This is a good place to stop on the way out. There's another nice rock pile right there. Love to fish stuff like this. All right. As I said, this inshore coverage continues all the way down the coast. This is all new inside Panama City, in the bay over there, Upper Grand Lagoon. Tons of new inshore coverage. We've got some coverage offshore from Panama City. This is about 10 miles out here. I saw some more of that hard bottom I was talking about. It's great stuff to fish. About 20 miles south, I noticed a couple more chicken coops over here. Chicken coop right there, chicken coop right there. A little bit of hard bottom. Very high resolution. All the stuff is visible in these charts. All right. Much more coverage inshore, Mexico Beach, Tyndall Air Force Base. Let me take a look at this. If you like to navigate up into these little shallow waterways, this chart shows you exactly where the deep sections are. It's clearing up. Exactly where the shallow sections are. Holes out there. Absolutely amazing. This is all brand new coverage for this version of the chart. While we're inshore, I'll show you something in St. Joe Bay. This is my favorite scallop grounds down here. You can use this chart to find the deep water, to get up in these channels. And my best place is to come down this channel, and then right through here on the right side of this is Scallop Central. We've actually used this chart to get in here with a 53-foot Hatteras. It's accurate enough. This is all post-Michael data, high resolution, really good stuff. This is Black Island over here. Most people scallop in this area. This is where it's at right there. Pro tip. All right. South of St. Joe Bay, we have a ton of new coverage in this area. Everything inside this red outline is all new for this year. Really excited about this right here. This extends from the shoreline out to about 20 miles. At the deepest, it's about 100 feet deep. So it's deep enough over here to start getting into red snapper, which is a lot of people know you got to run pretty far in Big Bend to get out there. This is really high resolution stuff. Take a look at this. We got some type of shipwreck right here. It's not listed as an obstruction. That's absolutely a wreck. This is some hard bottom. A little bit north of there. Some rocks. This is great stuff. In this area, get out here and get on black sea bass, flounder, grunts, grouper at the right time of year. Maybe red snapper come into 70 feet of water, but you're more likely to find red snapper out farther, deeper water in this area. But this hard bottom is scattered all across this area. It is beautiful. You see the smooth areas, and then between them, the areas of the hard bottom. Kind of slowly scroll here so you can see where the coverage is. Zoom out some so you can get an idea of your bearings. This is St. George Island, Dog Island over here. There's the cut. This extends out to 20 miles offshore. Saw some more stuff over here. Just take a look at how widespread this hard bottom is over here. Huge area of hard bottom. Huge area of hard bottom. This stuff goes on for miles. I love fishing over here. It's shallow. You set up a long drift. You catch black sea bass, grunts, snapper, flounder all day long over here. It's a really fun place to fish. It's kind of a best kept secret until now. Another hard bottom patch. And there's miles of the stuff out there. Plenty to fish for a long time off this chart. Okay, going farther to the east, this is inshore, Florida Big Bend. This data is brand new for this year. It extends about 10 miles off the shore and up until about 20 feet deep. And this was recorded with LiDAR laser scanners from an airplane. And it's extremely high resolution. It goes from Alligator Point all the way down to Steenhatchee area. And there is nothing else like this out there. Take a look at how high res this is. Anybody that fishes down here knows how tricky it can be to get up into these creeks when the tide's going out. This chart lets you see exactly where the deep spots are, exactly where the channels are. Again, this goes from the shoreline out to 10 miles offshore. It's going to be super helpful for guys fishing these creeks and fishing these flats, trout, redfish. But it's not just the super shallow water. You can see stuff out deeper too. Keep moving up through here. Now we're approaching the Scilly River, Ecofina River area. If you get up here, you see there's something interesting. There's all these sinkholes everywhere. I'm not sure what to think about it, but they're pockmarked all over these flats, just these holes all over the place. Kind of interesting. You can also see rocks. Here's a nice little patch of some small rocks. When the sun comes up and the fish get off the flats, start looking for cover, this is a great place to go cast for some redfish. A little hard bottom patch right here. Nice patch of hard bottom. 8-9 feet deep. This stuff you probably wouldn't see when you're just driving by. This chart really lays it out there for you. This is St. Mark's, Wakulla Beach, lighthouses right here. One thing I want to show you, this is really cool. This is the Oclockney Shoal. We used to fish trout tournaments out here. And it's a great place to fish, but when the weather gets hot, when the sun gets high in the air, the fish just kind of leave the shoal. It's really shallow up here. I've always kind of wondered where they went. And I was taking a look at this chart. And so here's the shoal where we fish, but all around it, there's these deep channels that lead off. As I followed this one down just a mile or so, so what's this? We've got like a 2 or 3 foot high ledge that just continues down through here forever. And I bet you when it gets hot out and the trout and the fish are off that shoal, this is where they're coming. This would be a great place to come out here and drop a line, do a little bit of jigging on the bottom, trying to find those big trout, those big redfish when the heat pushes them off the shoal down in deeper water. A similar structure was over here, another ledge. Really cool stuff. This is a basic overview of our new chart. We're really excited about it. This was a major update, took a lot of work, but I'm really excited. I think everybody's really gonna be able to use this. If there's anything specific that you want to see or coverage that I missed, feel free to drop us a line, send us some coordinates, and I'll shoot a screenshot of the map for you at that area. And in the meantime, good luck out there in tight lines.